So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. A give to Jones. He was brought down there by Julian Love. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On 2nd and 7, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. He's at the 30.
Oh, boy, he ain't got no feet.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now a throw here to his running back. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown. Antonio Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And his pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing on first down is Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Brady. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Brady to throw again. Airing this one out for Evans. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those 2-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Succop. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's go. Hey, check Mike 45.
Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. It's Peterson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up a third down.
45.
Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's Peterson.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route, and he was able to get enough separation.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Brady. Incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Jones. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Try to run for it with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. Jones keeps it himself, and this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there, nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. They still can't get it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Jones now from the gun on third down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So now the Giants will once again go for 2 here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Giants will again come to the line here and try for 2.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job long.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. O.J. Howard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man open, it's Ross.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Brady going to throw here. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Play action, now it's Brady. They'll roll him out right. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tanner Hudson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Dexter Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
To the sideline and complete to Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Brady going to look to throw. A check down here to Jones. Touchdown! Ronald Jones, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2? They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones dancing to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And that'll make it 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And